Coach, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 20.
Set 50, plant. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby. Five.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. Oh, and now he bowls him over. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
X3, 218, chop.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Let's go, let's go. At their own 20-yard line.
Down. 6'6", pull it high. 90, Wolf. Save.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big run there by Johnson. 67 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Ready?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Check 3, check 3. Hey, Steve 6, Steve 6.
At the 33-yard line.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Get it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he will find his man on the outside. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
On the ready. General West.
Check the backer, check the backer. Hatch it.
Let go.
They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3-and-out.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Flush to his right. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Check nickel.
Pilot, 64, weak. Let's go.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one's maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now.
Mike spot
5. Steve Griffin.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
at the 34-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Protein spill.
Breida, he'll try the right side. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Zerline now for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Saints 14. Buccaneers 3.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Buccaneers 3.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, to pick up of 12 yards. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
First down, and it's Pollard again. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's got his man on the out route. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Here's Pollard. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
Right here, guys. Mike 51, Mike 51. I'm trying.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike 51, Mike 51. Yeah.
Looking to throw. This one caught by Davis. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
I'm scared. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
You better be afraid. Look at me.
2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Get that ball. Get that ball. 6-6. Pull it high. Hey, Echo. Tighten up. Hey, watch that. Watch that. Check. Yo. Shoot.
They'll look to throw here. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, Charlie. Mike 51, Mike 51.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Minka Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I'd like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
That's good for the Saints. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
2 minutes remain in the 1st half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
2nd and 15 towards the end zone for Brown. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. As his guys are in for 6. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go, D.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. It's caught by Davis. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points.
Set, ready? It's 30 base.
51. You get rock me.
Now.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Spins by. Call it no gain on the dump off, and it's 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Nice move on the play, but he will be brought down shy of the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Hey, high 7.
2nd and 3. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Intended for Tyler Boyd. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. This time they stay on the ground. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Here we go.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Switch it.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. There he goes left side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the 1st half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Zerline now for the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the 2nd half now underway in the NFC Championship game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
56.
Go!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Third quarter, and you've got the out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
56. All day, punt.
Back to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Set the tone,
Pilot, 6-10.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because they're
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. A pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Yes.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Rock it. Go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll look to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
61, matchbox light.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Back to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
Let's go now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. Fighting his way through contact. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Ready. 15-1. 15-1. Ready.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones at a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to Johnson again. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
Now back to throw. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught at the 20. Give him 32 on the play.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Duke Johnson taking it in as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Zerline good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead.
Saints 35, Buccaneers 3. Greg Zerline set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd down and 12. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
11 yards. It's now 4th down.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Swing. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. It's a safety creep. Hey, exit. Snap.
They'll run for it with Pollard. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's incomplete. But a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they will be backed up deep as they'll have to start the drive from the 6-yard line.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Let's go. Let's go. Interception, baby. Let's go.
The Bucs summon their offense back onto the field here. They're going to go for 2. Now a toss coming right side. Pollard slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Ready up.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
The Saints on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
They'll drop the throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant.
Hey, box drop.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Past the 20. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 41 yards on the ground. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Run for Pollard. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Saints' 8-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it second and goal as they look for a late touchdown. To the right side, this is Henderson. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being forward.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Stop your whining. Check. Crunch.
Get it.
They'll try and throw for it. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Go at their own 37-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here we go with Johnson. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
18 Gator. Hey, pick your recon, 132 fighter. Watch the snap.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. It's incomplete. And the clock stopped at 8 seconds. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 remaining in this game. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Hey, 2. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out of the gate strong next year? Only time will tell. But they've got to find a way to use this loss and use it as motivation.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.